Okay, let's start the last topic. Have you completed that scene complete? Any doubts are there? Okay. So till here is it clear? Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Right now. Okay. So now example, if I'm creating one more window on this side now. So another window I want to create it on this side. Okay, this side. Let's take this. Now go with the mesh tool, inside edge loop tool. Okay, and I'm adding lines on this side. One line over here. And for the frame I'm keeping one as it is, second one over here now, okay, and over here now this much, and top lines are exactly same, no need to do anything. Right click on this one, go to the faces, okay, and same example I'm taking here also, both the selection. Now come back and select this portion also, select this two and delete it. Okay, so delete from this side now. So what happened now, it will delete. Now instead of deleting, we can do one easy option over here now. The last example which I have shown you, this is one more example, easy example. So I'm selecting only one face, second face, I'm deleting these two faces. Now another two faces are ready here now, means other side of this one now. I want exactly the same glasses. What I can do, I can use a duplicate option over here now. And now go to the edit option. Instead of making a duplicate, I am using the extract option. Last option we have seen the duplicate. Now exactly we want same size. We don't want any changes in the sizes and all. Simple option, we can extract this one. When you click the extract option, okay, just minor movement is required here first. Then right click, object mode. Now select this object and select this object. Both are separate. Now we can move it separate outside now. See, can you see? So this is one more way where we can create this piece over here now. Now if you want to apply the material for this one now, okay, before material, now we want to close this surface. Right now it is open. Now we can see this block is open. So we need to fill this block. Right click, edge mode, double click on this edge and shift double click on this edge. Go to the edit mesh and say bridge on this one. So what happened in the bridge, it has created a surface over here now. Again go to the object mode, and the bottom also we need to have the same option. Right click, edge mode, double click on this one, shift double click and go to the edit mesh and say bridge. Right now both the places we got the bridge in this one. Okay, now let's move this one now. Okay, now this glass I want to keep it on this side, but I want slightly some thickness for the glass now. Select these two, right click, faces, select these both the faces, sorry, on separate, both are separate, so individually I need to extrude this one. Otherwise what I can do, I can combine these two shapes, mesh and say combined. What happened, it will become a single object now. Right click, faces, now we can select both the faces at a time. Use extrude and try to move inside a little bit now. So for having a little bit thickness on this one now. This much thickness is required here now for this one. Right click, object mode. Now we have done this one. Now select this one and try to use the move tool and try to move and place it exactly in the same place now. Now the earlier one little complicated, this one is very much easy for you. See now? But we need a material to be applied now. Okay, so for applying a material, what I do, I'll select this one. Is it till here, is it clear? Okay, now I'm going to the render option and I'm applying the material on this one, Fong. Okay, Fong I'm applying instead of Fong. Okay, Fong you can say. Now in this one we can go and we can apply the transparency, but before transparency I'm applying the color for this one now. Let me give the blue color, little light blue color for this one, and then decrease the transparency level now. So right now we can see object is visible through this one now. Okay, so now if you want blue color glass and green color glass, I can give the name. Why? Because small difference is there, blue glass, and similarly this material which we have applied, that is green glass, we can see this. So right now we can see both the, so in the both the ways we are having a transparency in this now. Okay, yeah, done. Let me apply the same material. Why? Because we want the same material to be applied. So let me select this. Now go to the last option. Okay. Now go to this material now. Blue glass, I have given the name over here now. That is your Fong E option in this one now. Okay. Now let me apply the same material for this one also. Select this all three. Right click. Existing material. Under existing material, we have to give the name now. Blue glass now. What happened? It has applied the same material for both the objects. Is it okay? Right. So now what we need now, we need some extra portion to be added on this one. Let's open the image first. D drive, open, source images. Now we can see, now this small element we need to add, that is this one, what do we say, desktop, or we can say some, okay. So this we need to create this one, but before this one, ceiling has certain portions on this one now. Okay, so here we are having some block. We can create this block of 2 pieces. Okay, 2 lights are there over here now, but I want to add 4 lines over here, 4 lines over here now. Okay, for this one on this on this surface right now. Okay, on the roof we can say. Okay, so for the roof, where we need to add the lines, lights on this one. Okay, so let me go to the top portion. Let's go to the top portion where we need to add lights. So 1, 2 and 3, then 4, 5 and 6, 7 lights I'm going to implement over here now. Okay, so for this one we need certain blocks now. So what I'm doing, I'm taking the cube option in this. So not cube, we can say cone, we can say. So I'm implementing the cone over this side now. So first of all, let's move it this outside and first rebuild this shape, and then we'll get it into the inside the scene now. So I want this object to be built on this one. So right click on this one, mesh tool, insert edge loop tool. Otherwise directly we can add segments on this one. Why? Because it is not yet edited, so we can add segments. Go to the channel and layer box, polygon, and height I am giving approximately 3 for this one. Okay, is it okay? Done. So now second one, the cap segments. Right now we can see there is no cap segments over here now. Now we can see we don't have any cap segments on this one. So what I'll do, I'll right click on this one, faces, select this face, use extrude option, and try to click this one and try to grab little bit like this to give a little bit depth on this one now. Now I need to extend this one inside now. So first extrude we have done. Second extrude we need to do it inside this portion now, like this. But what happened, it is coming outside now, this one. Right now we can see it is going out here like this. So what we need to do, we need to just use your R key for scaling and try to decrease the length from the sides here now. Can you see now? What happened now, it has become like this now. So this kind of surface I want it for this one now. Okay. Now small details. Yeah, sure. 1 second. I am deleting this one. Let me, 1 second, let me see first all the objects are in the same layer or not. Once. Okay, these objects are not on the list. So what I'm doing, I'm selecting all this one now. Okay, now on this one. Okay, now right click on this one and add selected object now. Add selected object in the sense it will go and it will add to this particular layer now. Right? So I'm hiding this one temporary. Let me take the cone option first. Right now I'm pressing F key so that I can see my object. Okay, so I need segments over here. 3 segments I'm adding in the height here now. Go to the polygon, 3 segment for the height. Okay, now similarly what I'm doing, I'm adding so in the bottom portion I need to add one portion, but right now before this, now right click, double click on the edge and scale it little bit wide on this one. Okay, and coming back to the top portion faces, I'm giving a different look and feel for this one now. Select this all and delete it first. It is open now, you can see. Similarly, in the bottom portion also you can do the same thing. Select this one, use extrude to have a depth in this one. Click on the cube, over this cube, and try to drag from the center to give a little depth on this one. Okay, now second extrude, again second extrude we have to click again extrude option and then move it inside this one. When you are moving inside, you can see this is coming outside actually. The length has to be decreased here now. Again click on the cube and decrease the length from the sides here now, so like this section. Can you see now? Like this we have to do it. Right click on this one, object mode. But slightly I want to give a different what is it in the bottom, this one which is open in the from the fall ceiling, I want to give a little design on this side now, on this surface. Mesh tool, insert edge loop tool, try to add one edge on this side, one edge on another side, we can see. Okay, now take this move tool, right click on this one, faces. Now what I'm doing, I'm selecting one face, I'm leaving one face on this one. Now all the faces are selected. Now what I need now, I need to move it inside this one. Now use extrude option and use the blue color arrow and try to move it inside little bit for giving a gap in between. Can you see? Right click, object mode. Now when you press 3 key, now you can see, now you get a smoothness on this one now. Okay, but we don't want this much of smoothness. We need to block the smoothness somewhere so it will look nice on this one. So what I'll do, first of all, go to the mesh tool again, insert edge loop tool. You have seen the result just now, what we have done, that result you have seen. And this side also, it should be little flat on this side. And the outside smoothness also I'm blocking over here now. This side and this side also. Okay, right click, object mode. And once you press 3 now, see the difference now. Earlier difference and now. Now this design also, I want to block it. Why? Because it is little bit round, it is making round, but I want to make it round, but it should be little better design. Now we can see this complete now. Now I need to block this one also now. So what I'll do, inside this portion, each and every portion we can see. Now go to the mesh tool and add one line over here and one line in the bottom to means freeze that solution in this one. So I'm adding one line over here and another line on this bottom now. For each and every box you have to do this one now. If I am going little fast, so we can say, or little heavy, just we can make me stop also if you want it. Okay, now let's move this side, zoom little bit. See, I'm adding inside this one. Okay, if you want you can add it, if you don't want you can leave it also, but I have done almost all, but maybe one or two is left on this one. Just select this one and press 3 and see now. You can see the different result over here now. Can you see? So this kind of pieces I want it inside the scene now. So I will enable this again back. Now move this one and add it onto the top surface over here. Okay, zoom. Okay, now I need to see this one how it is looking over here. Just move this one and scaling everything we need to do it. Why? Because we have not done exactly how much size is required, just we have done the model, that's it. Okay, now scaling is required, a little bit scale on this one and try to move it down here now, over here now. Can you see over here now? You can see this one. If you want to more conceal on this one, so just move it down, move it more inside, so it will look only this piece now. Okay, but what about the outside portion? Now here you can see this is coming out. What to do now? This is coming out. Now use your space bar, come to the front portion or side portion here, select this one, and we don't need this extra surface. Okay, but for the false ceiling it will go inside and it will go over the roof also. There won't be any problem. Why? Because it will not be visible. You can keep it open also, but if you are adding any light in this one, so it should be this much of area should be there on this one, right? So let's create a copies on this one now. Just put this one on the left side over here now. Now first move this over here now and use Ctrl D and try to make a copy. But what happened now, here we don't have any particular distance on this side now. Means equally we cannot divide it. How much we are moving, we need to see the value and then we have to define it. Instead of this one, easy option is available, we can make a duplicate. But first for understanding right now, you can see this, what do we say, X position for this one right now. That is 10.54. So I am making minus 10 for this one now. Okay. Minus 10 or 10.5, minus 10.5. Minus 10.5 it is. Now from here, how much we are moving this one now? So approximately it is 13. Okay, 13 now. So I am giving minus 1.35 for this one, or else minus 1.5 for this one, or else minus 2. Just I am saying where exactly I can apply, or else we can say 0. It will come exactly in the center right now. So 0 in the sense how much we are giving from this one to this one now. Right now it is 10.5. So means the distance in between is 10.5 here now. We have to go with the plus value also with the same now. So I am selecting this one now. Delete, keep this one as it is. Let make it now. Edit. Okay, duplicate spatial. Okay, how much we are, so translation we have to give, X translation is there right now. This is what plus value 10.5. Okay, then apply only one copy I wanted. Why? Because we have only one copy over here. Just I'll apply one copy. Now see, we got an equal distance in this. Similarly, I want to make the same copies over here also, be using the same value. So again, edit, duplicate spatial, go to the checkbox here, under checkbox. Right now we need this one, no, not this one. I will give 0 for this one now. Which one? X value. But here Z value is there. X, Y and Z. How much it is? 10.5. Now let's apply this one and see how many copies. Only one copy. Whether it is properly applying? Yes. How many more copies we need it? Let's take it as approximately 3 copies on this one. Okay, 1 second. This one cancel. Ctrl Z. Now go to the edit option, duplicate spatial, check mark, and I'll take it 3 copies on this one. So apply this one now. So what happened now? We got, see, perfectly we got the equal distance in between now. Now come back into the perspective. But what happened now? You can see this, see the difference here now. Why? Because we have moved this up. That's the reason it gone up also. So what I'm doing, I'm placing this object. I'm giving the same space for the Y value also. Y value, how much it is? 14.24. So copy this value. 1 second. Hello. 1 minute. Hello.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम।
वो रात में घर देखे गया था ना अंकल?
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
आया था घर पे।
आए थे क्या?
वालदा को लेके जी।
जी, एक 5 मिनट दीजिए ना मुझे।
अच्छी बात है।
Hatim, can you give me 5 minutes? Okay. Just be online, huh? Okay, I'll come in 5 minutes. Hello? Hello? Yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah. So let's give this value exactly. So for this one, how much we have given? Same value we have to give it to the others also. What we do, we have to do. Y value 14.24 is there. Let's make it 14. Let's see whether it is perfect or not. No, it is coming down. 15. It is going beyond this. 14.5. 14.7. 14.2. 14.2 is okay. So we have to give the same value for others also. Okay. Select this all objects and select this object also and this object also and give it 14.2 for this one. So we got an exactly same value for this one now. Okay. So everything is perfect set on this one. So next portion is what? Small portion is there over here now. This one, like this AC we can say opening, we can say, or window we can say, that we have to create it. So for this one we need to add some surfaces on this one. Segments we need to add. Go to the poly options in the width section. Let me add some segments on this one. Now if I'm adding like this, now it will give you multiple lines like this. So how many lines you want it approximately? I am taking around 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'll make it 7. Okay, and similarly I need 2 segments over here now for blocking this one now, from here and till here now. So 2 segments in the depth, you can say. 3 we can say. 3. Now right click on this one, go to the vertex mode and go to the top portion of this one. Select this all, middle one, marquee selection. Marquee selection we have to do it like this and scale it and try to scale this one in the center right now. Okay. Now similarly this block is perfect. I don't want to change this block. Why? Because it is perfectly on this side. Now let's come back to the inside portion. Zoom. How much portion do you need more in this one to compress it? I want, sorry, 1 second. Let me select this again. Zoom. I need to see from the inside how much portion we need for the AC portion, like this we can say. Right click, faces, select 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and use the option called extrude. Now in this one we have to keep the faces off. Why? Because at a time it will take inside, so we need to off this one and then move this up here now, like this. Okay, right click, object mode. Now we can see this block now. Right now, so you can see this type of opening you will be having on this now. Is it okay? So this type of opening you will be having inside this portion right now. Okay. So now this block is also ready for us right now, this portion. Okay. Now coming back to the next portion now. So what's the next portion? We need to add some asset. Before adding asset, we need to modify this one now, over here now. So let's go to this surface. Okay, now select one portion from this one. So we need to add segment on this one. So so right now we don't have any properties for this one. So what I can do? Mesh tool, insert edge loop tool. Go and add one segment on this side and another segment on this side over here. So take this move tool. Now let's add these segments on this one. So let's go to this front portion or side portion from this one. No, not from this side, from here. Now go and press 4 key so that we can see where we are adding the lines. We can see exactly, we can add the same lines on that position only. Now take this mesh tool and try to add segments in the same place now. 1 and 2 over here. Okay, now we can see we got added on all these things. We made a duplicate copy where we have not given equal size for this one. So that's the reason we are getting that over here. One second, let me add one more segment to this. Let's see where we have added the lines. 1 2 3 4. Fourth we have not added, but fifth we have added, sixth we have added. Only one is left on this one now. Select this portion. Now come back to the front portion again. Sorry. Zoom, mesh tool, and try to add one line on this side, and then second one over here now. Okay, done. Right click, object mode. Okay, so now all the portions are added now. So out of this one, what we need to do, we need to modify this one now. Select this portion, right click, face again on this one, select this face. Now use extrude option in this one. Okay, and try to move up here now a little bit on this. Okay, how much we are moving, we have to see that also. Okay, why? Because it should not go beyond the object. So press 4 and see. You can see here how much we are expanding it now. Right click, object mode. This one. Now we have done. Press 5 again back to the shaded mode. Now we can see all the models are ready with the same option now. Can you see? But only these two models are not. Why? Because we have made separate duplicate copy for this one now. Right click, face again, select this face and use extrude option and try to move up here in this one, approximately till here now. Object mode. And same thing for this first one also, we have to do the same thing. Right click, face, select this face. One minute. Right click, face, select this face, use extrude option and try to move up here. Okay, once it is done, right click, object mode. Is it done? So all the options are ready on this side also. So what we have now over here now, we have added those lines and we need some asset to be downloaded. Okay, that assets. अफो क्या हुआ? अच्छा Hello. Hello. Yeah. One second. Let me share the screen. Till now, is it clear? Okay, done. So now we need monitors over here now. Okay, so I'll keep the monitors. Okay, and tomorrow we'll see how to download the asset and how to keep it inside the scene. Okay, once it is done, we'll apply a basic light in this one and we'll render the scene and we'll see. Okay, and basic coloring and basic this one we'll see. When we learn texturing and lighting, that time full-fledged lighting you can apply. Okay, yeah, let's start. So I'll create a monitor over here. Now again, what we need to do, as everything we have done except these lights, we need to attach it to the other surface. We can say select this all lights. I'm creating a separate layer. Last icon again, creating an icon and assigning object to that particular layer. We can see now we can see that all the lights are already attached on this one. Is it okay? If you want to rename this one, now this is what room we can say. Okay, save, and this one we can say light holder we can say. Okay, so save this one. Done. Right now both the objects we have saved. Now we can hide it if you want it. Now I will create a monitor over here now. So let's take the cube. Okay, zoom. Okay, zoom on this one and let's define the size. So width as 3, not 3, you can say 2. Okay, then height as 2, not 2, 1.5, and then depth as 0.1, not 0.2. Okay, this much will be good for us. Okay. Right now, this is what assumption, that is scaling. If you want, we can scale this one, but right now I'm creating this monitor over here. Right click on the object one. We can take this edges on this one. So we can go and we can add segments on this one. Width segment 3, height segment 3. Depth I am not taking. Right click on this one. Go to the vertices. Now come to the front portion. Front portion. Press F key so that you can see the object. Zoom. Select this one and scale first. Okay. Scaling, like so nowadays you see the very thin frame we are getting to the monitors and TVs. So I am giving a thin frame over here. Is it okay? So now let's come back to the front portion now. As if we have given this one now. Let's select this face, one face, and use extrude option and try to move inside this. Okay, right click, object mode. Now can you see now? Now similarly, I need backside some portion. So if you want a little bit backside, now if you want to modify, now select this complete loop over here now and try to decrease the width on this one. So if you want to decrease like this, you can see right now. Okay, now if you want a little bit movement also front, why? Because thin, if you want, we can thin flame, we can create it on this one. Okay, so it is done. Right click, object mode. So right now we have done with this one, and backside we need to have a stand for this one now. Let's again take this option here now. Go to this option, and if you want, we can add segments to this one by using the mesh tool. One second, let me go with this option, floating window, mesh tool, insert edge loop tool, and try to add one line on this side and second one on this side now. 2 frames. Similarly, 1 frame on this side in the center and one more frame over here now to have a little wide frame on this side. Move tool, immediately change it to move tool, right click, faces now. So we need to select this face and we need to extract this as an what do we say, backside stand, we can say. I'm compressing this, means I'm expanding the size for this one little bit, and the height I'm compressing on this one because I want thin line for this one. And I don't want this much of height for this one. Select this one and try to move down here. The stand will start from here now. Right click, face, selection of face, use extrude option first. Try to move it outside first. This is what first extrude we can say. Second extrude again, otherwise you can add segments on this one. Divisions are there na? Division, you can add 2 divisions to the same one now. No need to have one more extrude on this one. Right click, again face selection. Now I am selecting the bottom face. Use extrude option again for this one. Okay, try to move down. Move down here now. So till bottom, till where we can see the stand over here now. A little bit down over here now. Now one more extrude I am doing on this one. So second extrude for expansion of shape in this one. Right click on this one. Select object. And select this faces over here now. Faces, all faces we need to select it. Sorry. Only this portion of faces I need to select it. Okay, now use extrude on this one and click this cube option in this one. Expand from all sides. Decrease the height. And expand from all sides. Again decrease height for this one. And increase the width also. You can increase the width like this. Not movement, we can say scaling we can do. In the depth we have to move. Now in this one we have to scale it. Okay. So let's compress this one and see how much portion we want it over here. Now we will add this. Okay, and then move tool and try to move down here now. Sorry, one second. W, press W key so that you can move it down here now. Okay, my stand is ready over here. Right click, object mode. Is it okay? Any details if you want to add, you can add details and everything once. So right now, as my this point is completed, let me enable these two options. Now let add this portion to the top over here. Right now we can see it is slightly small, we can say, compared to my environment. Little increase of size, scale, and try to increase the size. Okay, rotation has to be done. So right now my pivot point is over here now. Sorry, it is rotation, move it, and 90 degrees for this one. 90 degrees, move tool. Okay, and try to move it and place it over here. Now see this one, whether means this environment is okay for this, okay with this one monitor, that's okay. Otherwise we can increase the size. Again we need two more monitors, Control D and try to move it and place it one, and one more Control D and try to move it and place it one also options. Is it clear? Right now we have done with this complete scene over here now, and we need to download the asset. What are the assets we need? We need a frame. We can create the frame. Stand we can create. Flower vase we can create. Okay, and books also we can create. Okay, and we can apply material and so that it will look like books on this one. So nothing but texture we need to apply for this one. Okay, so maximum we'll try to create everything tomorrow. First we'll create this kind of chair once. Okay, or else we can create a revolving chain. It will take little more extra time. Okay, we'll create one chair and we'll make a copies of the same chair. Okay, and some of the assets how to download and how to keep it inside that one I'll show you. Okay, and maximum we'll try to create the books. If you want, we'll create the books, otherwise we'll download the books also and we'll place it inside this shelves here. Till now is it clear? Done. So tomorrow we'll continue. I'll share the video. Last class also I've shared the video, maybe you got it. Okay, and once it is completed, once your scene is completed, let me see that one tomorrow before starting the class, how much you have completed. Okay, done. Okay then, bye. Again, our class starts at 1 p.m. only. Why? Because I have to travel from my office to home. It will take approximately 1 hour. I'll start at 12. Yeah, so we'll start the class exactly at 1. But if I'm early, I'll give you a message to you. Okay, right. Bye. Yes. Okay then.